Hi guys, it's Camp Nano Day 1, and I just broke 3,000 words. 3,000! I'm almost an entire day ahead, and it's only 9:28 a.m., which means that if I write more tonight after play, then I can probably I can definitely reach my goal for tomorrow today. Oh, also, if you didn't know, I'm doing Camp Nano for July because, I don't know, it seemed like a good idea when I planned this 3 months ago, when I didn't know that we were going to be moving August 1st, and I was going to be seeing Krista for at least 2 of the weeks in July, and I was probably gonna go down to Wichita and see my grandma and Autumn. Whoops. Anyway, so I have a working title that's not gonna stay the title, but basically, this is one of my main characters. Her name is Mira. This is my other main character. Her name is Robin. And they're twins. Because why not? They're both 14. And basically, I'm writing it in the same world as the 9 Spheres from 2014. If you remember that. Did I make videos about that? I don't think I did. But anyway, in 2014, my dad helped me develop this world that was set in an alternate timeline where the Confederacy actually seceded from the Union, but there was still the Civil War and nobody won. They just both seceded from each other. And so basically, when that happened, these 9 spheres were created the 9 spheres were already created, but they were brought back to life by this big action that would change history forever. And so those 9 spheres are water, life, earth, metal, fire, death, air, mind, and the last one's a secret. But out of those 8 spheres, there were 8 kids who had special powers from each of those 8 spheres. And so then they were like, what the fuck is this? And nobody could explain it to them because they were all dead. Because the last time this happened was when, was during the Revolutionary War, when America and Britain were like, and America was like to Britain, I want to be free. No, you can't be free. And then big battle, and then America was free. But basically, that happened. And so then, a couple hundred years later, after those original kids from the Civil War had died, the new generation was born, and then roughly 15 years later, they were all like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? I can make fire out of my hand, and I just sucked all of the life out of that tree. What? And those 8 were Lucy with water, Rose with life, Wes with earth, Zach with metal, Kinsey with fire, Alec is a different character, Alex with death, Sky with air, and Jen with mind. Now, in the first story, Kinsey, Sky, Rose are already together. And so then they get kidnapped by the president, and the president's like, you need to go find this Jen girl and all the other people. And they were like, well, what are we supposed to do? The president told us to. We kind of gotta. And so they have to go find Jen. And then they do. And then the president's like, wait, you're super powerful. I want to make an army using your powers. And so he tries to. And Jen is like, hell to the no. And so then a big battle happens and shit goes down. And then after that, the 8 people are like, you know what? Why don't we make a school? Because kids like this are going to be born again and again and again. So why don't we just make a school to teach them how to do it? And so then after that was set in place, like, they just kept being born. Like, a big major conflict didn't have to happen for them to be born with these special powers. And so when they're 14, they're sent to the school. And that's where I'm at. Well, that's when this story takes place. This story takes place, like, 20 years later. And so it's about Mira and Robin, mind and metal classes. And then there's Fang from the death class. And there's Alec from the water class. And that's about where I'm at right now. Just kind of explaining the school to them, just so I can get it all out on paper. That's about what the first couple of chapters are going to be. It's just explaining the school. But I'm not going to divide it up into chapters yet, because I feel like that's not letting my inner editor die for a month enough. Because that's, like, my biggest problem, is I have to edit while I'm writing. And so I'm handwriting it in pen, so I can't just be like, you know what, that's not going to be there anymore. So that's been helping a lot, honestly. And I'm at 3,014 words this morning. And I'll let you know tomorrow how tonight goes. Oh, also, this weekend, you know, the first weekend of NaNo, possibly the most important weekend of NaNo, I'm doing a play. I'm doing Beauty and the Beast again. So, yeah, that shit's gonna happen. Okay, bye. What?